welcome back to Williams College TaskMaster, the unofficial, unaffiliated, unicycle ripoff of the popular British television series. I am Melia Hagino, and I am the Taskmaster. Competing for my adoration, along with some points, we have Isaac Wilkins, Izzy Levi, Lucy Walker, Noah Cohen-Greenberg, and Hallie Della-Volpe. And of course, my assistant, Owen Foster, and I have read your comments and would just like to clarify that he is fine, he is not tied up in my basement, and he's doing this out of his own free will.
I am indeed. Melia, you might know that this is our 5th episode, and so I thought that would be a great time to do a quick quiz. Could I give you a quick quiz, Melia? You'd be interested in that?
Sure.
What is the atomic number of boron?
I don't.
Actually.
5. 5 is the answer there. In Hinduism, there are how many elements of the universe?
I don't like you.
5, yes. In the works of J.R.R. Tolkien, how many wizards are sent to protect Middle-earth from the threat of the Dark Lord Sauron?
Not a fucking nerd.
5, yes, indeed. The Pax Civil War sketch has how many views on YouTube? 5. How many senses are there of the human body? 5, yep. How many maroons are there in Maroon 5? Yes, 5 as well.
No, it's Adam Levine. It's just...
Okay. And lastly, how many competitors are there on the British TV series Taskmaster?
None that matter.
5 indeed. Yes, thank you. Perfect score, Melia, on that quiz.
Thank you. It's so hard being smart and pretty.
I wouldn't know. So, our first task of the episode, as always, the photo task. This week, our competitors have been asked to bring in their most timeless photo.
Ooh.
Who would you like to see first?
Who hasn't gone first in a while? I don't know, because I don't pay attention to you. Let's start with Isaac.
Okay.
Don't make me regret this.
You will, and then you won't. Let me know when you get it.
We all got it.
Okay.
I have it.
So there are 2 things that make this timeless. First of all, as something falls into a black hole, it appears as if it's taking forever, literally forever to fall into the black hole. Timeless part A. Timeless part B. I used it last week and did quite well, getting 3rd place in a photo task. So the fact that I'm using it again means that it's so timeless, not just to the universe, but to me.
Much like a black hole, that explanation felt like it lasted forever. Unfortunately, I'm grading you on the picture and not the explanation. You used this already, and I'm still just not that thrilled by it. Hallie, don't disappoint me.
I have submitted a photo of Ethan O'Connell based on Melia's theory that he has been alive forever and will not die. And to me, a man who could look, let's say both 13 and however old he is, and however old he actually is, just screams timeless to me.
Look at this man. Is he 3,000 or 3? You don't know.
Who knows? Not me.
Who knows? Not me.
That's so true.
All right. Let's do Izzy now.
Here's me with a bag of sliced bread.
Thank you, Izzy.
There's a reason that there is a saying of life that is centered around this creation.
Yes, the phrase around sliced bread is the greatest thing since sliced bread, implying a time before sliced bread.
Yeah, which means that sliced bread is being used to mark a point in time.
Right, but there's like different levels of timelessness.
If you took this picture in 2 months, you would be using a bag of mold.
An excellent point from Lucy. Bread goes bad, and so will you. Let's have Noah go.
Yeah, I unplugged my clock. That's the whole. There's no explanation. It's just.
No, I got it. You don't have to. I got it. Yeah, I mean.
artists.
I don't see anything in this photo that would, tell me what time it was because the clock's not working. All right, Lucy, bring us home.
So this is me and Madonna.
That
But
is
it's
Madonna.
It's timeless. Listen, it's timeless because Madonna is made of wax. And therefore will never change or age. Also, this photo could have been yesterday, could have been several years ago. I haven't grown that much since this photo was taken and will not grow more.
I'm
Classic.
starting to think that you're just using the photo task as excuses to submit pictures of you with famous people, real or not. Okay.
All right, Melia, do you have some points?
Well, I do, but I'd first like to read out my notes. I have Hallie : good, Izzy : good, Noah : good, Lucy : good, Isaac : and I left it blank. So just for a little context.
I think the blank was generous too.
Billions and billions of years. This black hole will look the exact same.
Isaac, we saw this last week.
Isaac's in last place.
A piece of bread! She's holding bread!
Well, hold on. Izzy's in second to last place. Because of the mold thing and because of the sin-sliced bread thing. I'm putting Lucy in third because while Madonna is wax, I also haven't heard a single thing about Madonna in the past 5 years, so her cultural relevance waning. Then we're going to put Hallie because that's a picture of a vampire that you submitted, which is cool. And then we're going to put Noah because I like his initiative and he unplugged the clock.
So this week, we have a fairly active episode with some active tasks. The first one involves some rotational motion.
Flip something.
You have 20 minutes to plan and 3 attempts at the flip.
Your time starts now.
If I flip something, does that mean it has to land upright?
Hidden within the definition of flipping. Upright landing.
I'm gonna stop putting in my initial reactions because it hasn't done me any good.
Hallie, please never stop because you're the only one who's brave enough to ask what the rest of them are all thinking. And for that, you're a hero. You look like an idiot, but you're a hero.
Up first, we have 2 people that I thought it was important to see their videos in full and not cut in and out of them. So up first, we have Isaac and Lucy.
Aw, the biggest and the smallest.
We'd flip a house.
Oh, I lost my... Aha. I only have 2 minutes left to flip this house. This is my flip.
Okay, I am in my backyard because I'm going to flip a cast iron table. And now I'm just gonna flip it, but I feel like you need to say, if you're gonna flip a table, you need to say something cool. What do you mean the stocks are down? So that was good, but I think I can do better in that I will set the table to make it even more dramatic. I heard what all of you said about me, and you know what? I don't care. I make more money than any of you ever will, so... take that. We're almost there. The drama, great. The flip, not great. You know what? I heard what you guys said, but I don't even care because I'm gonna be making more money than all of you one day.
I'm gonna be
Go ahead.
honest, I've already forgotten what Isaac did.
Me too.
You're so
I came out of that like, I feel good about that. And then like a couple hours later, I was like, why did I make those series of choices to do that?
Just to be clear, in your fantasy, you are going to be making more money than those people one day.
That's why I'm so mad, because I don't have it yet.
Right.
I don't know if we should call it a fantasy.
Yeah, I do love that, like, the like, you're like, okay, what's a, like, a moment that would be like really intense, and every one of them is people insult me. Well, one day I'm gonna make so much money.
Listen, I had limited time. I didn't have enough time to come up with a really good script.
But you said the same thing.
I know.
I'm gonna make more money than all of you.
Well, to be fair, the first time I talked about the stocks.
Well, I'm impressed with Lucy because that would have been hard for her considering how small she is. The table was roughly your size. I felt your anger. I liked the drama. I liked the multiple angles supplied by your father. And in the interest of equality, I feel like I should also talk about Isaac's.
You really don't have to. I feel great about that.
Did you lose money?
The first time, but we got 3 attempts, so I gained $18,000 in fake money.
Oh.
So it looks like who really made more than everyone else today?
It's not today, Isaac. It's one day. One day.
Oh, she was responding directly to my success in house flipping.
Right.
I really liked Isaac's until we all started talking about it.
That's how this works.
Well, Melia, if you would like to like Isaac's a little more, would you like to see 3 other people?
Yay.
There's so many ways you could flip a thing, and so many things to flip.
I could do a flip.
Here is me flipping something. That hurts so bad.
Okay, so I have decided to flip the script, and I've chosen Guys and Dolls. I did have an idea to flip you off, but then I thought that would be not kind to the Taskmaster.
It's the one and only Digo Double G. Snoop Dogg. You know I'm mobbing with the D.R.E. Yeah.
I'd like to address the elephant in the room, if I may. We've gotten that out of the way. At the beginning, Noah said I could do a flip. And I was so excited to see Noah do a flip. And instead, he submitted that, which is a little upsetting because you raised my expectations so high. And then that's what you gave me. That being said, somehow it was more impressive than both of your counterparts. Izzy, that was a somersault.
A flip!
No. I took gymnastics for 1 summer as a child, and I tried to say that that was a flip, and they said, no, it's a somersault, and I'm going to take that out on you now. And Hallie, come on.
Had I chosen a different show, would this have panned out better for me? All right, that's good to know.
Like yours for what it's worth if I was smart.
My favorite part of Hallie's by far is that she flipped what essentially, like, her whole question was, does it have to land face up? she flips what essentially is a coin, like 50% chance it lands face up. It lands face up. She freaks out. Like it's this huge deal.
I wouldn't say I freaked out. You can see the pride in my eyes, sure.
Melia, it seems as though you've determined that 4 people did a flip.
Yes. I'm gonna count Izzy's as a flip partially because of trauma and partially because she satisfied a little bit of what I wanted out of Noah's. That being said, she's still in last place.
Right.
And then, and this might be controversial, but I don't care, we're gonna have Noah and then Hallie, because while Noah's was very amusing, it required a little bit less effort than Hallie's did. Even though I hate guys and dolls. Then we're gonna put Isaac. You lost money, but you came back. And then obviously, for the win, the person who put in, I would argue, too much effort. Lucy Walker. I mean, bravo.
Thank you. I actually broke the tripod that I used because I flipped a table onto it. So that's some consolation.
But Lucy, in 20 years, you're going to be able to buy thousands of tripods. So
way more than any of us ever could.
All right, so after our first 2 tasks, it's time for a score update. Out to an early lead, once again, we have Lucy Walker with 8 points. Time for the second film task of the episode. Also very active, though there were some restrictions on this one.
Without leaving the ground.
Make it look like you climbed something really tall.
Tallest thing climbed wins.
You have 20 minutes. Your time starts now.
Huh? What?
So can I leave the ground now, do you think?
I'm more distracted by the fact that Isaac takes up so much more space in that
In the chair. I'm more distracted by the fact that Isaac read the rule, do not leave the ground, and his first instinct was, but should I leave the ground? Which also, how would you do that?
Taking like a step, like raising your feet above the ground. You'll see in the video, I did quite well.
Isaac, when most of us walk, our feet don't go above our head.
So when most of us walk, we have 1 foot on the ground at a point in time.
Noah skips when he walks, and it's very cute, but very distracting.
I hop like a bunny.
He does.
I think it's important, given what Isaac has just said, to see Isaac's group first.
I'm pretty tall, so I have to climb something taller than I am.
Look, do I know that Photoshop is the easy way out here? Yes. However, I don't know what else to do. So I'm putting a costume together. I don't know if you can tell. Oh my god. Wait. Without leaving the ground. Okay.
The ground can also be tall. Can we go exploring?
Well, this is the sweatiest I've ever been from a challenge, but I just, I'm out of breath from all that climbing.
Can we aircast on the TV?
I don't think you have to do that.
I do. What if that's the whole game?
You know, instead of just having a regular, like, me on Mount Everest, I'm gonna add in some extra height just in case someone else had that idea to give me a boost.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Isaac, you didn't have to keep both your feet sliding on the ground the whole time.
But if I did have to, if I did have had to.
Okay, so let's talk about someone else. Lucy, that was the sweatiest you've gotten?
Can we get a sweat update on every task you do?
Oh, sure.
You should collect it and put it in a little baggie. Maybe that's the prize you'll win at the end.
A bag of Lucy's sweat.
A bag of Lucy's sweat.
I'll pay for it.
You can sell when she makes more money than all of you.
I'll sell it to Isaac.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I hope that didn't slip through the cracks, but Isaac did just say he'd pay for a small bag of Lucy's.
I have $18,000 at my
And
disposal.
Isaac,
Video
you're
Oh my
the
god, this is how Lucy makes all of her money.
Yeah.
Our two other contestants opted for a more physical approach.
Okay, I'm going to attempt the whole taking a picture at a nice angle will make it look like I'm climbing a thing. Here I am on the ground in my driveway. We're gonna make some movie magic. Okay, little update. We're changing locations because it didn't look believable. And we are going for accuracy here. I think we have some movie magic.
That's so nice.
It took so many pictures.
I like the juxtaposition of Hallie being fully on the ground and Noah being not on the ground.
Yeah, I wasn't on the ground. I didn't leave it though. I took some.
There's one other video you should see, Melia, before rendering a decision if Noah left the ground or not.
Where's that foot? In your mouth and off the ground. Hell yeah.
I think at some point we're gonna have to talk about this.
About which part?
I have to have a serious talk about
Isaac is developing
stuff.
a catchphrase. Your foot in your mouth.
And they catch position.
So it seems to me that regardless of whether Noah took a little bit of dirt with him, it looks like you did leave the ground because you're so jaunty.
Yeah, I guess I would say, to be fair, if you were going to count the original idea, which is that you possess some earth. Obviously, there's dirt on my shoe, and it would count anyway.
Also, his thing was like 15 feet tall.
But if the task was make it look like you climbed the tallest thing, and all of them suck at Photoshop, really, it doesn't look like they climbed anything.
My Photoshop was the best.
That is an unbelievable claim to make.
We had a little bit of a scale issue with Izzy's. I'll pull it up. So if we see Izzy at the top here, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Izzy's, 1 Burj Khalifa. And so it is worth noting, Melia, whether you believe Noah left the ground or not, his thing was by far the shortest. Here is a representation of the heights for you, Melia.
You know what? That's the representation of the heights, and because I don't feel like thinking too hard about the rules, I think that's how I'm going to score it.
For this task, in last place, we have Noah with 1 point. In fourth place, we have Hallie with 2 points. Hallie, a large field that you climbed there, but not the height of the Burj Khalifa, which is 2,717 feet, which puts Izzy in third place. And then a very close race at the top, 2 people on top of Mount Everest, but Lucy in first place thanks to her 3 extra ladders. So it's time for the final task of the show. Hallie, could you please read out the final task?
Using words from the book in front of you, create the longest grammatically correct sentence. You may only use 1 word from a page. There will be a bonus point for the taskmaster's favorite sentence. You have 1 minute.
All right, that makes sense to everybody? So everybody, can we see the books you've selected for this task?
That is such a good book, Hallie. Oh my God, Noah, that's like.
That's another screenshot we could send to the psychiatrist later.
Yeah.
Your time, 1 minute, starts now. Leah, what are some of your favorite words?
Vagina. Paraphernalia. Ooh, bacchanal. That's my actual favorite word. Bacchanal or bacchanalia.
I've heard you use the word garrote on occasion.
You have.
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah. Mostly in reference to me.
Yeah. Thick fingers.
Two
Good
words. Yeah.
word. It's one word.
One word? One word.
It's one word.
Do you
Dick
think
fingers.
any of the competitors are going to use that word?
I know for a fact that the word dick fingers is in Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, so I hope Hallie finds it.
That would be exciting. Who do you think is going to have the shortest sentence? Just we got 5 seconds left.
Probably Lucy, because she's the shortest person.
That would make sense. Those calming sounds means your time is up, so pencils down. Izzy, would you please read your sentence and then say the number of words in it?
Screw that very plush popcorn, comma, I don't want a sheep.
So that is not a grammatically correct sentence. That is a run-on.
Grammatically correct? It doesn't make sense, but it's grammatically correct.
Yeah, it is a run-on sentence. You have 2 independent clauses connected by a comma, which is a run-on sentence.
You needed a semicolon.
Okay, guys.
Because I've been told that I use them too much.
You are still in the running, however, for best sentence, though its lack of being a sentence might hurt you in that category. Next, we will hear Isaac's sentence.
Bob. Can I start over? Bob was be-mushroomed.
Is that it?
That's all I got.
So, Isaac,
I saw be-mushroomed and was so struck by how cool of a word that was that I reread it because I didn't really get the whole length thing. So
Isaac's sentence was Bob was be-mushroomed for 3 words long. Next, we have Noah.
Mine is 10 words long. It was at the giant wrinkly blanket, Sophie was curious.
So currently we have Izzy without a grammatical sentence, Isaac with a sentence of 3 words, Noah with a sentence of 10 words. Hallie, do you have a sentence for us?
My sentence is 15 words long, and it is, Emma barked at the large boy when she saw him realizing how great he is.
That is a long sentence. Lucy, how long is your sentence?
Mine is 9 words.
She barked at him. Oh, I wish I could bark at confident people.
Lucy, let's hear your sentence.
Okay. I said unknown technique was my duty to Lucy.
You guys struggled more than I thought you would in quoting sentences that made sense.
Well, like in a situation, if someone was like, hey, what's your duty to Lucy? Someone else could be like, I said unknown technique was my duty to Lucy.
Right, I'm just confused about how unknown technique is a duty.
I would like to remind everyone that you have no duty to Lucy because she's going to make more money than all of you one day.
All of you.
All of you.
We have our order for points in terms of the length. In first place, we have Hallie with 15 words. Then we have Noah with 10 words. Then we have Lucy with 9 words. Then we have Isaac with 3 words, somehow not in last place.
Okay.
Because Izzy did not submit a grammatically correct sentence. So
for one fleeting moment, I was okay.
She gets no points there. Melia, do you have a favorite sentence?
I do. As much as I absolutely revel in the image of a girl seeing someone and knowing that they feel good about themselves and using that moment to bark at them, Bob was be-mushroomed is a perfect sentence. First of all, the first line of maybe the most beautiful haiku I've ever heard. It's a great word. Yeah, I did the syllables. I know how many syllables it was. Shut up. It was great against all odds. You've done it.
So the winner of this task with the longest sentence and a full 5 points is Hallie. However, the winner of this episode overall with 16 points is Lucy Walker.
A little unfair that you won the episode considering how much money you're going to make one day.
Well, how do you think I'm going to make all my money?
Selling your sweat.
That, but also all of the cash prize money that comes from this.
Just to be clear, there is no cash prize money associated with winning Williams College TaskMaster.
Mm-mm. And this is just a reminder that not only does the winner of the overall show get a prize that will be determined later, but also the winner of the most individual episodes, and I believe we now have a tie.
We do. Hallie and Lucy have both won 2. Isaac has won 1, and Izzy and Noah,
People's champions.
Are on the show.
Yep.
they are on the show.
Certainly.
I can confirm that.
Thanks for watching. See you next week.